The Wall Street Journal NBC News poll today, the highest percentage ever of Americans, 6 in 10, said that the removal of Saddam Hussein from power was not worth the price we have paid in blood and treasure. The Democratic nominee will go to the country and say, the war in Iraq is a bad idea, not worth the price in blood and treasure, and we should get out. I want each of you to take 30 seconds. Will you go to the country, Senator McCain, and say, the war was a good idea, worth the price in blood and treasure, and we will stay?
It was worth getting rid of Saddam Hussein. He had used weapons of mass destruction, and it's clear that he was hell-bent on acquiring them. The war in Iraq is justified because of the threat of Saddam Hussein.
Senator, my question is, was the war a good idea, worth the price in blood and treasure?
It was a good idea.
Governor Huckabee, was the war a good idea, and is it worth the cost in blood and treasure?
I supported the president when he led us into this, and I think we owe him not a lot of scorn. We owe him our thanks that he had the courage to recognize there was a potential of weapons of mass destruction, and rather than wait until we had another attack, he went and made sure that it wasn't going to happen from Saddam Hussein. Now everybody can look back and say, oh, well, we didn't find the weapons. Doesn't mean they weren't there. Just because you didn't find every Easter egg didn't mean that it wasn't planted.
Governor Romney, was the war in Iraq a good idea, worth the cost in blood and treasure we have spent?
It was the right decision to go into Iraq. I supported it at the time. I support it now.
What does Rudy Giuliani think?
I was for it when 6 out of 10 were for it. I'm for it when 6 out of 10 are against it. And to be president of the United States, you have to be able to read polls, but you can't have them push you around.
Congressman Paul, was the war a good idea, worth the blood and treasure that we have spent?
It was a very bad idea, and it wasn't worth it. The Al-Qaeda wasn't there then. They're there now. There were no weapons of mass destruction, had nothing to do with 9/11. There was no aggression. It wasn't worth it. And it's a sad story because we started that war, and we should never be a country that starts war needlessly.